beautiful people of the internet. This Thursday, I'm doing a video. I know, it's such a surprise. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a review and 3 looks using the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. I've already filmed the looks. The one I'm wearing right now, which is sort of an orange-yellow halo eye, Celina says my eyes look like the sunset, is the last one in this video. So if you like this, stay tuned all the way to the end for those tutorial looks. I got this palette during the Sephora VIB Rouge sale. As soon as I saw this palette on Instagram, like on Urban Decay's Instagram, I was like, I have to have it. I have to have it. I have to have it. It's 21 shades. They're not a huge amount of product. They're 0.04 ounces each, which is not a lot of product, but you do get a ton of shades, and they do stretch a whole lot. You get a ton of shimmers and satins. I don't think there are any like true mattes in here. There are a couple metallics, there are a couple like super shimmery ones, but I don't think there are any real true mattes in here, which is kind of nice for me because I'm not a huge fan of the mattes. Personally, I find a lot of the things in this top row are too dark for me. I have very light complexion and really dark shades, especially something like this purple, like Delirious, or, you know, Minx, which I have worn in my crease before, but if I tried to wear over my whole lid, it would just look like my eye was closed or if I had a black eye. So things like Platonic and 100 and Midnight Blaze, I've never used, though I have put them on other people, specifically my mother, and it looked great on her. So it's all about your particular skin tone and your undercolors. I would say all of these shadows are amazing. There is a bit of fallout in here, but they're really creamy. They blend really well. I had a little trouble blending today, but that was just because my skin was really dry where I was trying to blend them, but otherwise I've never had any issues. There are some of them that will be a little tough in a brush. Specifically, I'm thinking about like this color Alchemy, and I think Warning as well. They're really, really tightly packed on there, and they just don't really pick up on a brush. And if you use your finger, you take up a ton, and it looks incredible. I would not say, for all that it has 21 different colors, I would not say this is an all-in-one palette. It is missing a transition shade. There is nothing in here that works super well as just like a neutral transition. A lot of these greens are gorgeous, and I love using them, but I can't use them just with the colors in this palette. I combine them with, personally, my Lorac Unzipped Gold, because it has those transitions and that brown to sort of even it out. But these like Mean and Hatter was included in their Alice in Wonderland palette. They're gorgeous, and if you've got like a transition to sort of neutral them out at the edges, it works super well. Along with that, I have found that sometimes it can get a little frustrating that you only get Bump and Iced as highlight colors in here. If you're doing something like I'm doing, which is a little more red, a little bit more orange, you kind of want like an oranger, more gold kind of highlight shade, and all you get is like a true white or almost a bluish silver. You could use Goldmine, but I already used Goldmine in the center, and so I didn't really think it was appropriate as a highlight. And even Goldmine, it's a little too yellow for what I want. Like I wanted something lighter, like something in between those two. Something in the champagne range as a highlight would be nice in here. This is what it is. You get an incredible range of colors. I'm going to use this forever. The brush in here, this brush, I was like, it's so fluffy. How is it gonna pick up any of the product? And every time I've used it, I've been like, oh wow, does it pick up everything? It is a synthetic brush. It's double-sided. I think everybody who's ever touched this palette has said the packaging here is immensely cool. It's really sturdy plastic. It has a hinge with a full mirror. So when you've got the palette like on your desk, it sits up at an angle so you can actually use it to do your makeup with. And it's got this gorgeous gem with the rainbow, and it says Full Spectrum, and it's textured. I love it. I think it's great. I think I have the Urban Spectrum palette, which is sort of like the precursor to this, and this is much, much better. It is $55, and for $55 for 21 shadows and really great packaging, I'd give it a thumbs up and a recommendation if you like the bright colors. If, like Celina, the only colors you're attracted to, bottom row here, give this one a miss and just go after something a little darker. Urban Decay does have sort of darker palettes. If you're not going to use at least 2 rows of these, which I'm going to use, then I would say give it a pass because it's all about those bright rainbows, really. I'm gonna swatch all 21 shades for you, and then like I said, I've got 3 looks as a tutorial. I'm going to take the bright white bump to set my primer all over. So I'm going to take Blindsided and cover the lid. I'm going to use the dark blue Minx in the crease. As I start blending, I notice that there's a line forming where the color is not blending very well over my dry spots. I'm going to take this thin brush to darken the crease and try to further blend. I'm going to pack more Blindsided on as it got a little washed off with the blending. I'm going to highlight with the bright white bump. And then go in and blend. While I'm blending, I'm going to use my finger to remove the excess from the inner corner. Add more bump just to make it bright white. I'm going to line the eyes with Urban Decay Razor Sharp in the color Deep End. And then do my waterline with a black Smashbox liner. And use the Benefit Roller Lock as mascara. Look 2 is a very simple look. Again, I'm going to start with Bump to set my primer. I'm going to use the color Alchemy and I'm going to take it all the way up to my eye socket. It's not quite as dark as I'd like, so I'm going to take my finger and apply it that way. Then I'm going to take Gossip with my finger and apply a thin swipe just along my lid. I'm going to blend up at the top. Add a little more highlight. And I'm going to take a super thin line of my Urban Decay Razor Sharp in the color Fireball to line my lid. Use that Smashbox liner in the waterline. Mascara, and I'm all done. Use a packing brush to put Jones on the outer and inner third of my eye. Then that same brush, I'm going to use Cake Calavera into the center of my lid. I'm going to pack a little tiny bit of gold mine on top of the Calavera to brighten it up and add that shimmer. Take a small fluffy brush and connect the inner and outer thirds with Jones on that brush. Blend. Using my finger, I'm going to add more Calavera to the center. And then a little more gold mine, just like before. Now the orange is looking a little dull, so again with my finger, I'm going to add more Jones. Blend. Now I'm going to highlight with Bump. Add mascara and the look is complete. talking about how much I just adore this palette. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if this is something you think you would be interested in, or is it too rainbow for you? Like, are you someone who goes all neutrals and this is just too much? And I love you, and I will see you all on Monday.